Let be real, everybody ain't who they seen. I don't deal with people, I just let them go with it. Heard they say it cold outside at 40 be my heat. And I ain't saying I'm no harder, but don't play with me. Don't make that finger squeeze.
YouTube, stay dangerous, neighborhood to neighborhood. What's going on, y'all? This your boy, Stay Dangerous CEO, also known as Pedro, coming back to y'all with another video. I know I ain't been on here in a while, but I'm gonna do what I can to make sure I make the effort to be more consistent. I don't know if y'all can tell, because I don't know if I hide it well, but I'm coming to y'all kind of on a touchy subject. You know, if you read the title, you know what this is about. Today I wanted to talk about abuse. And I usually always talk about mental health, but being more specific, let's talk about people who are bipolar, or people who are in relationships with people that are bipolar, or people who are in relationships or in situations and it's toxic. That new word that is generation love. I ain't trying to act like I'm better than nobody by saying this new generation. I'm just saying the way people do things these days, to me, it's just a whole generation of, to be honest with you, lost souls. So something that this generation normalizes, that using that toxic word as if it's something positive. Me personally, why would I want to be in anything toxic? Y'all see my dog Bella back there. I got a new dog. Why would I want to be in anything toxic? Now, I ask myself that question, but I'm realizing, just going through what I'm going through, a lot of times you don't ask to be in those situations because, honestly, when you meet people, I'm gonna just be totally honest about myself, at least. From what I see for myself, based on my trauma, I really don't even get to know people well enough before I befriend them or before I date them. And I be realizing that when it's too late, like after bad stuff happens. Because see, one thing about me, I believe in just because you done been through trauma or just because people done hurt you or snaked you, whatever, you ain't the only person that happened to. So don't act like your problems is so much bigger than everybody else's to where, okay, you got hurt the worst out of everybody in the world. So that means you deserve to be able to say F people and be cold-hearted and really stop yourself from certain good relationships, good friendships, I don't ever want to basically block my own blessings. So when I meet new people, I give them the benefit of the doubt of, okay, you a new person. So I'm going to get to know you and watch your patterns and watch what you do while standing on my principles and my morals and my boundaries. And I'm just going to, hopefully we can connect. I don't know if it's the Aquarius in me, I don't know what it is, but when I fall for people, I fall hard, man. I'm talking about, I'm answering every phone call, I'm showing up for them in the middle of the night, I'm letting people live with me, I'm giving people money when I barely got a pot to piss in. Sometimes, like, I've done all these things, and I don't want to thank you for it. I really just be wanting you to have that same kind of heart. I guess you can call it reciprocation, but in reality, I just want people to treat me how I treat them, And one thing I have noticed about most of my friendships and relationships, and why I realized that I don't get to know people enough, is that a lot of people are uncomfortable when they are confronted about something they either need to correct, or when they cross a boundary of yours and want you to just let it go because, it ain't their boundary they got crossed, so to them, that's small. Why would you be mad about that? Or why would you even come to me about that? And I'm the kind of person, I'm direct. I'm not gonna let nothing sit and simmer. I'm not gonna talk about you behind your back before I come at you direct and tell you how I'm feeling or what's on my mind. Because me personally, I believe in if you love somebody, or even if you say you care about somebody, if somebody, your partner, your homeboy, your homegirl, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your mama, your daddy, whoever it is, you say you care about them, and they letting you know, listen, man, I'm hurt by this, or I'm disappointed in this, or you crossed my boundary when you did this, or I feel a way about this. People be so quick to get in defense mode because they feel attacked. When I get it if somebody is coming at you aggressive, but if they're not coming at you aggressive, you getting defensive instead of listening to, hey, I hurt the person that I care about. I don't want them to feel that way. Let me at least hear them out and let's come to a common ground, whether I agree or not. Because see, look, if we all agreed, or if we all had the same mindset, if we all was the same person, how would we learn from each other? How would we grow if we all had the same exact mindsets? So to some people, what you may be mad about or feel a way about may be small and stupid, but hey, look, bro, I don't play about I don't play about principle. Like, Bella, come here, Bella. Bella. My thing is, people will do you a way that they will not be comfortable with being did themselves. It's literally like what Finesse 2 Times said. It's cool when y'all do it. It's a problem when I do it. Y'all hate when people do y'all a certain kind of way, whether it be not hear you out, whether it be over talk you, whether it be talk to you loudly, whether it be you not controlling your emotions and you go off the hinges and they want you to just come here, Bella, and they want you to just let it go. How can I let something go that actually bothered me, that actually hurt me, that you did, that you said you wouldn't do? And when I confront you about it, you can't even hear me out. Man, to get straight to the point, I don't want to preach to y'all too much. I know I'm always trying to give game, but I get a little long-winded and just start over-talking. You know, if you are in a friendship, relationship, situationship, whatever y'all want to call it, sneaking link, whatever you want to call anything that y'all doing with somebody, man, the moment it get even mentally or verbally abusive, man, get away from that situation. Y'all know I lost my grandmother a few months ago, back in July. That was literally all the family I had. I have my mother is still living, my father is still living. I choose to not have them in my life, and pretty much because of what I just explained to y'all. When I would try to express myself to my parents about how I feel about things, they would interrupt me, overtalk me, or make me feel like my feelings or what I thought was invalid because they felt attacked. They feel like you assassinating their character. So ultimately, my parents aren't really ready to hear my truth. If you aren't ready to hear my truth, and you just expect me just to push down how I feel, which would make me angry and bitter, I'm not doing that. So instead of being angry and bitter, I forgive them, but I just don't allow them that kind of energy into my life. Because if we can't express each other, if we can't express ourselves to each other and we respect each other, especially since I'm a grown 31-year-old man who haven't lived in a household since I was 16, then I can't allow that to be in my life. People got to stop normalizing, oh, that's still your mama, that's still your cousin, that's still your daddy. If your mama and daddy, cousin, grandma, whoever is toxic and they trying to normalize their behavior because of the role they play in your life as far as they being your cousin or your dad or your mama, or because they older than you, I don't believe in just letting that go or just saying, okay, well, oh well, they still my mama and daddy. No. If you are like hurting me, like stunting my growth and also maybe even hurting me mentally or even physically, whichever one it may be, and I come to tell you about that, and instead of us coming to a common ground and you trying to work on your behavior and I work on mine, you just feel like you ain't got to work on anything. You don't want to be told anything. Bella, come here. Come on. Come here, Bella. And you just don't want to be told anything? Oh, no, I can't have you in my life. I don't care who you are. So, what I really do not take for a joke at all, because I've been through so much trauma. People going through situations because they've been through trauma and feeling like they got to stay stuck in those situations because oh, I love this person. Man, if it's abusive, mentally, verbally, or physically, get away from it, man. Get away from it. As y'all can see, I'm a big, black man, But I want y'all to know something. As much as I'm from the streets, as much as I was out here gang banging at one point in time in my life, I am a dedicated father. I don't have any felonies. I don't have any bad, crazy things on my record. I don't go to jail all the time. I've only been to jail at the most for 3 weeks. I've never been to jail for anything serious. And I ain't trying to prove no point. I'm just telling y'all, you can't always judge a book by its cover. Every time the police see me, they straight up and down tell me, no matter what, they gonna assume that I'm the aggressor in every situation just because of my size and how I look. Because I have dreadlocks, because I have locks, and because I'm a big guy, which I can lose weight, but I'm still, if y'all can see my body mass, y'all can see my body, I'ma still be a stocky guy. So because they intimidated by me, I'm gonna always be profiled and stereotyped as a person that deserved to be either harassed or to go to jail. And that's so crazy to me that we live in a world like that, where because of how you look, people will just put a certain jacket on you. Knowing you could be one of the kindest people, best people, most reliable people, most dependable people, hard-working person a person ever would meet. But they judging you based on your outer appearance. First of all, I don't sag my pants at all. I don't dress like a thug. I know how to articulate my words. I know what I feel, how I feel, and what made me feel that way, and I express those things, and I'm direct. As I say, I'm a very emotional, intelligent man, and I know how to stand firm on my boundaries. That makes a lot of people uncomfortable. A lot of people, they don't say this, and they don't even think about how they normalize it, but a lot of people in this world want you to put your boundaries down for them and let them talk to you, treat you, or deal with you in a way that they deem normal. Even if you may feel like how they doing certain things is disrespectful. But to them, all they know is their perspective of life. All they know is what they've been known for, what they've been doing their whole life. So to them, what they do is normal. Your normal ain't everybody else normal, dude. And a lot of people don't understand that. So you maybe feel like you may not be you may feel like you're not being disrespectful because you do this all the time. Bro, you gotta take yourself out of your comfort zone and learn empathy. I want my people, especially black people, I want us to learn more empathy, not sympathy. Empathy just means, come here, Bella, come here. Prince, come here. Empathy just means putting yourself in somebody else's shoes, trying to understand the other side of the fence. It ain't just always your side. So many people in this world always have this victim mentality where it's never their fault, it's always somebody else's fault. Man, before I ever blame anybody, I always look in the mirror about what I could have did better in situations, because me constantly blaming somebody, even if it is another person's fault, I'm in that situation for a reason. Nobody put no gun in my head to make me be in the situation from the get-go. So I should look at what I can do better to make sure I don't get in situations again. And that's my point, self-accountability. But a lot of people in this world also, like I just said, are not only not just emotionally intelligent, but they're also not self-aware enough to even realize or even want to realize their flaws. Everybody out here think they good people, they great people, and what they do to people, how they treat people, it ain't that bad. When all I see around me in this world today is people trying to get over on people trying to finesse people trying to snake people being greedy, people sliming people out. Like, bro, y'all normalizing doing y'all own people dirty and laughing about it, then acting like, yeah, man, I got over on them. Dude, you just did somebody dirty who probably genuinely loved you, who genuinely probably do anything for you. Bella, come here. Come here. Now, come here. My dog just walking everywhere, man. But without saying too much, y'all, I done had to reevaluate my life again at 31 years old and realize the decisions that I'm making is not okay. Who I choose to have around me is not okay. And I barely hang with people, y'all. But what I'm choosing to have around me or have in my life is holding me back from being a better person. And that's on nobody but me. To basically let y'all know a little something, but not telling y'all too much. I was in an abusive situation. I felt like I had to be there because I don't have much family and I don't have many friends. So out of me not wanting to be a burden on nobody, and genuinely after my grandmother died, not having anybody to be able to really count on, to be able to go to, I kind of just stayed in the situation, which ultimately made things worse. Because by no means, just because I was in an abusive relationship, does not mean I was being a pushover. I was letting it happen. No, I wasn't letting it happen. But when somebody is mentally unstable, when somebody is bipolar, or whatever the case may be, whatever it may be, and that person think they can just control it, and you trusting them to control it, man, you kind of almost putting, your life in their hands, almost. Like really, man. I done took so many L's based on the people that I done loved. And that just, to me, like I say, it just screams, I need to fix something within me. Because why am I at 31 years old still choosing people who are toxic like that? What is it about me where I'm not valuing myself and my time and what I'm doing to where I'm in those situations? Even if I felt like, okay, well, I didn't have no choice because I didn't have nowhere else to go. Well, why am I even in that situation? Why am I not being able to financially, mentally, spiritually, whatever, take care of myself? Because I'm used to taking care of myself anyway. All right, I got a strong relationship with the higher power, God. But I also know people always put everything on God and be trying to give the devil so much credit. Oh, that's just the devil, that's just the devil. But sometimes it be us making poor decisions, man. And y'all basically hearing me making sure I hold myself accountable, regardless of me being in an abusive situation. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. Before I got on this video, I didn't know if I wanted to share all this because I didn't know how vulnerable I wanted to be. But I know that this could help somebody out there. If any situation, I don't care if you gotta be homeless from leaving a situation. If any situation is messing up your mental health, if you in an abusive situation, verbally or physically, man, please have the strength to get away from that. Please pray to God, trust God, and have faith that your situation ain't gonna be bad like that forever. All you gotta do is believe in yourself, believe in God, and know that with time and with effort, things will get better. Y'all may not even can tell, man. I was breaking down before I got on this phone, before I just made this video, because I'm just so mentally exhausted, feeling like I love people so unconditionally, no matter what they have, no matter where they live at, no matter what materialistic things they possess. I don't care about that, man. I believe in loyalty. I believe in family. I believe in support. I believe in showing up for the people that you say you care about. And to me, that's such a lost art in today's time, which is why I know I'm so misunderstood and indifferent, because, we ain't in a world right now where a lot of people stand on morals and principles and boundaries. But I'm gonna make sure I stand on mine. If you're a supporter of mine, I pray that y'all stand on y'all's. Y'all stand on y'all morals and principles and boundaries. I ain't gonna make this video too long, y'all, but I just wanted to come to y'all and get that message up out of there, man. For real. If you are in any toxic situation, from family to relationships to friendships, and it's really breaking you down, please do what you can to get away from that and heal yourself before you get in a new situation. I'm praying for y'all. I pray that y'all praying for me. And things gonna get better, man. Things gonna get better. I know it's gonna be. I know it will. Y'all just stay with me on this journey. All right, y'all. That's it for me, man. Y'all stay dangerous. Stay prayed up. and focus on prosperity, progress, and peace of mind. All right, y'all, stay dangerous.